There are 3 YouTubers that I would love to meet one day, just to, sit down and just talk to them for about 5 minutes. One is Paul Joseph Watson, Mark Dice, and elpresador. I'm a pretty big elpresador fan. I think he's a funny dude. So my van broke down in Ohio, right? I don't want to say the city. I mean, most of his fans probably know what city he lives in. My van breaks down in Ohio, right? So we're shacking up at this store, camping out, hanging out, whatever. So my girlfriend goes into the store to get some Gatorade so I can mix with my vodka so I can start drinking. So I'm playing with my phone and she texts me. She says, "Hey, I just seen elpresador." And I was like, yeah, sure. How much longer are you gonna be? And she goes, "Oh, I'll be 5 minutes." And I'm like, okay, cool. And she calls me about 5 minutes later. She said, "I'm still standing in line, but I met elpresador." And I said, "Yeah, sure. Are you almost done?" And she says, "Yeah, I'm almost done. I'll be outside in a minute." I'm like, all right, cool. She gives me my Gatorade, and I mix my vodka, start drinking, and I go to sleep. The next day, I wake up, and on my phone, I notice there's like 12 messages that say, "I just met elpresador. I just met elpresador. I just met elpresador. I just met elpresador." And I said, "Why did you text me that 12 times?" And she says, "I told you I met elpresador in the line at the store." And I told her, I said, "Are you serious?" And she says, "Yes, I told you I met him." And I said, "Why didn't you tell me that you were being serious?" And she says, "Because I told you and you said you were like, man, I don't care." And I said, I'm the one that told you about him and you liked his YouTube videos. And you know that I think he's funny. And that, if I ran into him, I don't need to fucking suck his fucking dick and make a collaboration video. I just like to fucking meet him because I think he's funny. But I can tell he's the kind of person, he's probably very private in his life. He probably doesn't want people coming up to him, all these fucking gaffkets like, oh, I like your YouTube videos, man. Which is what I probably would do. But being serious, and I looked at her and I said, "You mean to tell me you met elpresador and you know I like him, and you know that if you'd have told me that you were serious, I would have gone in there and bothered him for about 2 minutes just to say, hey man, I don't want to fucking bug you, but I'm bugging you anyways. I like your videos. I think you're funny. That's it. I don't need a picture with you. I don't need your fucking autograph or anything." So she starts getting all sad and defensive. Like, "Oh, well, I told you blah, blah, blah." And I said, listen. You know how cynical I am. You know how cynical I am. If you know that I'm a fan of somebody, not like a fanatic, but that I like somebody, and you told me, "Oh yeah, by the way, of all the places in America, I just ran into him at this store," you think I'm just gonna fucking believe you because I'm an idiot, right? So we legitimately have not a straight argument, but we got into a little tiff, if you will, over this. Me and my girlfriend got into a little tiff over elpresador, and she's like, "Oh well, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "You're being mean to me right now." What are you talking about? I'm being mean. All you would have to have said was, "Hey, I'm being serious. He's standing in line next to me." If she would have said that, I would have gone in and just said, "Hey, that's it. I just wanted to meet him really quick. Again, I'm not really trying to bother the man. I can tell he's one of those dudes. He probably doesn't really care for the fame and limelight of YouTube, unlike me, which I adore. I adore all my fans." So anyways, just have to get that off my chest because, I'm not mad about it. Whatever. At least she got to meet him, even though she would have never known who the fuck he was if it wasn't for me. But it's kind of like it's just the life that I lead. I'm very giving, you know what I mean? And it's fucking hot as fuck out here.